I would cross my hands over my head, and I would prepare.
All right, YouTube family, I got one of my most favorite people in the world on today. Welcoming my sister Monica.
Woo! Hey, Maurice! Back to you.
Hey, Monica, welcome. Thank you again for coming on to the show. I'm so glad to have you. I know it took a little while. I had to get some things ready and get yourself together, but I'm glad we could work that out.
Me too. I'm glad to be here with you, Maurice.
Okay, so we are still here doing Dream Week. So Monica is here to share her dream. So listen in because it's really good. It's really good. Monica, can you just tell us a little bit about yourself before you go into the dream?
Well, my name is Monica. I am a married woman of 5 children. I'm a housewife, and I'm a church-going, God-loving woman. And that's about as much as I could give you at the moment that I could think of.
And that's all I have to say about that.
Those are the highest things that are on my list.
All right, that's good. That's good. Okay. Well, we're going to get into the dream because I know many of us have had some serious dreams, and a lot of these dreams we've had years ago, and we're seeing these things come to pass. So we want you to share your dream today because I know you have shared it with me in the past, and I highlighted you. I wanted to get you on the show so you could share it with the people. So you could go ahead and start with your dream.
Okay, well, a few years ago, actually, I had a dream where in the dream it was like I was being pulled back into civil rights movements, and I was in the dream where I was out in the streets where there were protests going on. Not understanding completely where I fit in this dream, I would wake up trying to figure out why am I in a dream where I'm protesting, but I didn't know what I was protesting about. A year later, I started having the dream, and I was having this particular dream daily where we're protesting. There's protest, just protest after protest. And in these dreams, every single night, I'm having another one. I would say 6 months of having these dreams of protest and me not really knowing what to do and except watch, just watch, just looking, trying to figure out what I'm protesting about. And eventually the dream, it shifted and it changed. And inside of these dreams, the protests, it was people that were waving, in the dream, like, come in here, come here. And so I would go where these people are going. And it wasn't just blacks, but it was blacks, whites. It was all different races that were, waving like, come here. So as I went to go see where they were, they had bunkers in these dreams, and they would lead you down, these like tunnels. And when you got into the tunnel, they would start to explain what they were doing in the tunnel. And in the tunnel, they were saying, we are people of God, and we're down here to teach people how to stand for Christ, because things are about to shift, and we need to know how to stand when they come against us. And I just would look and try to watch. You know, they would put, and the scenes would go back and forth almost to what you would, you know, what they would teach us in our history classes, how, you know, in those particular videos where they would show you how you sitting at a booth and, you know, certain people, police and different people would come in and they would start to get out of that chair. You don't belong in here. Get up, get out of that seat.
Jim, I need your help over here.
Now, y'all know you're not supposed to sit there.
You need to be sitting in the colored seating. This is not for you. You cannot be served here.
You need to do as you're told and sit in your place.
They would teach you how to be in that particular setting and not be moved. You know, not be moved by anger, not be moved by what one man say, or you know, be ready to just fight back. They wanted us to know how to stand.
Attack. This is an experiment. So do whatever it takes to break their spirit.
And so, as the dreams would progress, which is every single night, it would be a little bit more and a little bit more. And as I prayed and I asked God, why am I having these dreams? He said, because I'm trying to prepare you.
I don't feel comfortable saying that. You came here to get yourself prepared and to get her prepared. So let me hear it now. Bigger. Louder.
And I just wanted to thank God, you know, for showing me what was coming, you know, exactly what was coming. And I would tell my kids and I would tell family members, I would tell, you know, my husband, I said, you know, I'm having a dream and I want to sit us down to the table and, you know, these same types of drills that they have me going over inside of these dreams. I said, I need y'all to sit to the table because I'm gonna show you exactly what happened to me in the dream, and I'm gonna show you and hope that when these times come that you can stand too. And in the dream, you know, it would be people in there. They proved themselves as saved, and they would stand there and they would say, "Are you ready? We finna hit you. Prepare to get hit." And I would cross my hands over my head. I would prepare myself to be hit or prepare myself to be spit on. Prepare myself to be called out of my name. Prepare myself, you know, so that I could stand. And I'm not surprised at the things that are going on now, you know, as all these movements are happening right now, you know, all over the world. When I sit here and I'm able to pray and people ask me, how are you able to keep calm? And I'm able to keep calm because God has prepared me. And I know I'm not the only one that he has given that dream to. I know I'm not the only one that he gives those constant visions to be prepared for wickedness. Be prepared to stand in my name. Be prepared. And I just appreciate God for giving me those dreams because they are coming to pass. And no, I am not a prophet. I'm just a child of God that's trying to be prepared.
Wow, that's amazing. That's pretty deep because in the church world today, we're not really teaching or preaching, you know, on a mass general scale, how to get hit, how to take persecution. We preaching feel-good messages. So that's kind of deep that you saw it was going to be necessary to go through that.
Exactly. And that's the reason why I am grateful for the dreams. And, you know, it is a certain amount of, you know, anxiety sometimes when you think about what you are going to go through or what you might go through Because who wants to sit around and practice, somebody actually hitting on you, or some type of attack? But the thing is, God is preparing us for a war, and we don't know what position God is going to put us in. We don't know what position God is going to put us in, but the fact is, He's preparing me for this position. Who knows what position He has somebody else, preparing for? Because that's the whole thing about God. He have all of us doing different things, and I just want to be prepared doing the task that He asked me.
Oh, that's real good. That's real good. Monica, I see you got a little emotional there, and I could see the passion, and I could see as you recall the dream, it's just coming to life for you. Can you elaborate a little bit more on what's going on the inside and how you feel about the dream that you had?
Well, sometimes it's really difficult to think about it, even though I say I'm prepared as a child of God to sit here and say that I'm not scared or nervous. Yeah, we have all of those feelings, but I do have faith. That's the biggest thing that covers me. I mean, I feel like I'm in a dome of faith, and I have to stay in that place, because you watch the news and they're talking about the coronavirus. You're watching Black Lives Matter. You're watching people, when people sit up and they talk about the Black lives, and it makes those white people angry, and they say white lives matter too. Well, we all matter, and it's what's inside of us that matters. We're going against one another, and it hurts. You never know, when somebody knock on that door, whether it's gonna be somebody trying to raid your house, or you just don't know if it's gonna be somebody coming in here to accuse you of your Christianity and tell you that, there is no God. You never know when that last breath that it is that you're gonna take. So every protest that is out here right now, it's a good thing. Get out there and vote and say what you believe in. Say exactly what you believe in. Show the people that you stand for something with. I just pray that it's the right thing that you out there standing for. Because when we get to the end, when everybody laying on the ground talking about, my hands is up, this person came against me, this person came against me. God gave all of us time to stand for something. And I pray that my stance is a good stance, and I'm going to try to stay prepared. I'm going to try to stay on my knees and continue to pray, because when I drop down on my knees, I'm ready to pray. That's my protest. It's to give God glory. It's to give God praise. That's what I'm standing for. And so when the time comes, it better be what your purpose was in life, because when the end time comes and you start talking about, oh, that's what that meant. Oh, dig deep and find out what God is giving you those visions and those dreams for. They're not coming for nothing. They're not coming for nothing. So and this is a verse, Psalm 16:8. It say, I have set the Lord always before me, because He is at my right hand, and I shall not be moved. When the time comes and He say, Monica, now it's time for you to stand, I'm going to know exactly what to do, because I'm paying attention to my posts. I'm paying attention. Everybody out here want to be
That's good.
something. They want to be something. If you watching, make sure you being a watchman for the post that God set for you. So That was my dream, and I'm just asking the Lord to help me to stay tuned.
That's good. That's good. It seemed like you are pretty tuned in. Like I said, you were having those dreams for years. We're now seeing that come into effect, and it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's more of that coming, and the trumpet is being sounded. So we should be taking heed and preparing ourselves for it and what we need to do, what our purpose is. So I appreciate you sharing that.
You're more than welcome. I'm glad you were, willing to even let me talk about my dreams. So thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Are you all right? I can't hand you a tissue through the screen.
You know what? I am okay. But I'm trying real hard not to go, get in too deep because I've been ran off the camera.
But no, you did really good. You did really good. I'm so happy to have you on and to share your dream. Once again, thank you, Monica, Mommy, for coming on to the show, sharing your dream. We really appreciate you. Any last words? Come on, get it in, sell it to the people.
I'm not really one to be in front of the camera, so I don't know what I'm selling except be prepared.
That's real good. That's what we need to hear. Until next time, we still in Dream Week. You'll hear the next dream. Bye, Monica.